Permanence in MMORPGs is very, very important. Having all of your characters that you've had through the years, with all of the gear that you've gotten, and with all of the skins you have gotten through all of these years as well. This is one of the biggest reasons why people don't want Guild Wars 3, because if it comes, that means that all of the effort they put in is in some way worthless. But I think Guild Wars 3 is the only game where this is actually not true, and the only game where it's actually worth playing even if the sequel is coming anyways. And in this video, we're gonna go through exactly why that is, and why you should keep playing Guild Wars 2 if you're waiting for Guild Wars 3. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live every morning, and let's get into it. As we said before, the biggest reason why people are so scared about Guild Wars 3 is because they will lose all of the things they have gotten throughout the years. But that's not actually true, because this already happened once. Guild Wars 2 is, of course, a sequel. First, it came Guild Wars 1, and when that game launched, and eventually when it actually ended, there was a specific expansion called Guild Wars Eye of the North, where a lot of systems were implemented for you to not only go back and do older content, but also for you to get the rewards that you had back in Guild Wars 1 into the sequel. Titles, skins, and everything you could get some sort of representation in Guild Wars 2. There's even guides on how to go through Guild Wars 1 to get every one of the rewards from that game into Guild Wars 2. And there are some very cool ones. You have 3 armor sets that you can get, each for every weight, signifying that you actually played Guild Wars 1 and really grinded on it. You have 2 weapons, one fiery dragon sword and one icy dragon sword. The title God Walking Amongst Mere Mortals, which not only is super sick and edgy, but also will tell everyone how cool you are, as well as many other titles and some minis that you can acquire. Now, Guild Wars 2 has way more many skins. And we also have armors, amulets, and so much more. We have special mounts as well, colored titles for the hardest bosses in the game. There will be so much to transfer from Guild Wars 2 to Guild Wars 3 to be satisfied. But they already started working on this. There's a special room where you can actually check multiple legendary weapons on your character before you actually acquire them. You can even make your character move around with the weapon so you can check it out. They are obviously starting to prepare for you to go farm these weapons to get something in the next game. But obviously this doesn't mean that we're gonna get everything transferred. We're not gonna get gem store items. We're not gonna get every legendary from Guild Wars 2 to Guild Wars 3. But all of the progress that you do in Guild Wars 2 in terms of the most sought out after things will be rewarded in some way in the next game, just like it did for Guild Wars 1. Going for every legendary will surely be rewarded in Guild Wars 3, at the very least with some sort of title. So going for that as a goal in Guild Wars 2 is not only not a waste of time, but it's probably what you would want to do anyways. Disclaimer, this is not confirmed, but I think there's almost no chance this doesn't happen. So if you're someone that wants prestige of, hey, I did this in this game and I want to show it, going for full legendary might be a great way for you to have fun until the next game comes. But that's not everything you can actually get. By learning most of the mechanics and how the game works in Guild Wars 2, you will get an advantage for the next game as well. Sure, the game will be very different, but by you learning how the game works, you will get not only how MMORPGs work, but also how ArenaNet develops MMORPGs. Learning how classes work, how PvP versus World works, how ArenaNet designs fights, and how dynamic the combat feels. Even in something like PoE 2, these things are very similar with its predecessor. Everything is not exactly the same and there's a lot of differences, but, well, it will help you move in a smoother way from one game to the other. Learning about the lore is also super cool, as you will see references from the next game in Guild Wars 2 as well. And being ready to have that emotional connection between characters, world, and different things that happened in the future or past is, I think, super awesome. One of the biggest reasons why I love coming back to playing Hearthstone, for example, is to remember those characters I've seen in so long, or playing Warcraft 3. it just gives you a deeper connection to the world and the game. Being in the community as well, getting to know people, being ready, having a guild, just ready to go to the next game is super cool and worth having. But there's one more thing that may be the most important of them all, and that is that Guild Wars 2 is very fun. Playing with your friends, having fun, doing World vs. World, PP, meta trains, raids, there's so much to do, and having a goal that you can see for the next game to get every legendary, for example, or whatever you want, while having fun in the game and not feeling you're wasting your time is a super cool idea. I understand that the latest expansions haven't been the best, and I understand that even I have been not playing the game a lot lately, and I'm not really interested in the latest things they've done. But that doesn't mean that the rest of the game is not fun. The combat is fun, collecting things is fun, the game is fun, and in a lot of ways I just want an excuse to not feel like I'm wasting my time on the game. And I know that's a little bit shallow, and I know I'm a little bit dumb because of that, but it's just how I am, and I know that there's a lot of people who are just like me. So I just wanted to make a video so you guys can be like, hey, I can play the game with a purpose. I'm not wasting my time, because you're not, because the game is fun, because the game is great, and there is no reason why this game would not be worth investing time in. If Guild Wars 3 comes out, if Guild Wars 3 doesn't come out, if instead we continue with Guild Wars 2, or if Guild Wars 3 is just Guild Wars 2.5, an Unreal Engine update to the main game, in every scenario, if you like Guild Wars 2, you should play it. The amount of time you should spend on it, the amount of emotional investment you spend on it, that is your choice, and you should be making that choice yourself, and you should make that decision yourself, but I think it is still worth it. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I'm being too much with this video. And I don't know, I hope you liked it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live every morning. Go play Guild Wars 2. See you guys around. Love you all. Ciao, ciao.